battery all ready, brand new. It's a 20-pound tank, full ready to go. All you gotta do is turn that knob. You got your fixtures being fed. Obviously, you got your crank handle up here in the front. You got stabilizing jacks on all four sides. The handle for that is going to be in the front compartment there. Crank, or if you buy that drill adapter, you can put a drill right on it. Some people, if you don't want to buy the adapter, you just cut off the head of it if you use it all the time.
Low point drain.
Low point drain, that's going to be your lowest point of volume. Yeah, so it's just the lowest point of all your fixtures.
It's like kind of self-explanatory.
Well, sort of. But that's where you at. So some people will undo that to drain all the water there, and then they'll turn the pump on if they're winterized, and that'll shoot all the antifreeze out right there, kind of before you go around and hit your fixtures on the inside. You understand? Does that make sense to you? So when you're de-winterizing it,
Yep.
so right now it's winterized.
So I hook the hose up right there and then just open it
Yeah,
up.
so you have either your city water hooked up or you put a little water in your fresh tank, turn that pump on, then you can open that right up. It's going to shoot all that antifreeze right out here.
Okay.
You still want to go, after you're done with that, close that, go and run your fixtures just so the end of the antifreeze comes out. You won't be sitting there running the whole thing though. It'll all shoot out there first.
Okay.
So it just gives you a little step ahead of.
What's in here?
So that'll be your hot water heater. That is going to be crucial when you're de-winterizing. You can let's pop that right off for now just to show you this here. This is going to be your pressure relief valve here. So right now it's bypass from the opposite side. When you're ready to put water in.
Back up. What was that?
So this is just a pressure release valve. So when you're actually filling it, when this is all ready to go, this is inside. It's bypassed in the back right now, so you'll have to turn those valves in the back. Plug that in, make sure that's open, and then once water comes trickling out of here, you're okay to shut that. And then the pump will turn. Okay, so you have some fresh water in here.
Yeah.
Or your city water hooked up. You run all the antifreeze out of your fixtures, right? You can use that valve if you want. You don't have to use that valve or anything, but then you come to here, unbypass this from the backside, which I'll try to show you where it is. It's just either one or two valves. It'll be facing away. As of right now, you're just going to face it towards the water heater. And then once it's actually filling up, this you want to make sure is open. So when you turn that pump on after all your antifreeze is out, this is going to be your last step. This plugs in, make sure that's open. It's going to automatically fill in. Once you turn those valves, if your pump's on, it's going to automatically flow right into this.
Okay. Where does that plug into?
So this screws in right down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's just, it looks like that because it actually just collects all your sediments in there, all the salt and stuff. That actually has a lot of life left to it. Once you start seeing the actual rod down the middle of this though, make sure you replace that. I mean, there'll be chunks taken out of it like this big, and you can see the rod and stuff. That's when you want to start replacing those. But those last you a long time. And you got
So this is a must-do when I'm de-winterizing it.
Yes. So, well, if you want, you can obviously leave it bypass the whole scene, but I'm assuming you're going to want your hot water running. So, So, if that's something you have questions with when you actually go to do it, is this something? Are you going to be de-winterizing it here soon, or you're going to be using it?
Not till May.
May.
We're actually going to use it tonight.
Yeah.
But I don't have the antifreeze to re-winterize it
Right.
again.
Are you going to want that hot water tonight?
No.
Is that what? Okay.
No. We in
So
the
we'll leave
Brother's
that for
house.
now. So basically, after you're done with all your fixtures on the inside, there's no more pink in the system. This is going to be your last step.
Okay, so once all that's done, then I come over here.
Come over to the back side of this.
Screw that in.
Yeah, make sure that's
Open that in.
Open that up. Come to the back side. Unbypass it so water's allowed in it now. And then once water starts trickling out the top here, you're allowed to shut that. And then it pressurizes automatically. It doesn't just keep going. It detects that it's full.
This isn't a pilot?
Well, it is. That's actually where your air gets mixed with the propane to ignite up here. Your pilot's actually up. It's not necessarily a pilot. It's just your igniter here, and then it just is full time.
Oh, so it automatically does it. I don't have to come out.
No,
with
you don't have to come out here at all. It's all automatic. Everything's automatic except for.
Thank you, God.
I want to say
Yeah, that's a piece
the
of
only thing you don't have that's automatic is actually the stove top here. You do have to like that.
You're gonna show me how to do that, right?
Of course, you can.
I record. Your name is? Your
What's
name?
that?
Caleb.
Yeah, I record. Just in case he can watch
Yeah,
the
no, that's
video.
all right. People
He
are
can
already
watch.
doing
He
it
can
all the
watch it. I
Good,
watched.
smart move.
I did.
Thank you. See how smart she is?
As long as you're not like disrespectful
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it, I really do that much.
Exactly.
That's
So,
fine.
what do you say?
Oh yeah, I've seen her.
What do you say?
She's awesome. She's the greatest woman in the world.
So any of
Thank
those
you.
questions?
That's the power.
Oh, that's the power.
That's going to
That's
be your
common
main
sense.
power supply.
Oh, okay.
So in your front compartment there, you won't need this setup here with an adapter or anything. It's just going to be plug into the wall, plug into here. You won't need that adapter like we have. It's just straight plug. We do include in
What?
your RV kit. What's that?
You mean straight line.
I'm just saying you don't need this adapter here.
Yeah,
like
no,
we
no.
have set
Oh,
up. It's
okay.
just going to be
Not
like
this
this.
one.
And,
Yeah. Okay.
to the left of that, you have the backside of your fridge that has gas and electric. The only reason you can get into there, or the only reason you'll need to get into there, is to see if it actually is lit. For some reason, if you had, say, that the gas wasn't getting there, or if you had a suspicion that it wasn't lighting, you can come out and check it. But other than that, it's all automatic from the inside.
That's the best part right there.
What?
You do have
That's
to
all the
ignite
way
it on
through.
the inside and everything with that fridge, but it's all on the inside, so you don't have to come out here. Yeah, this is the best part. You know it already. So this is where you'll be hooking up. We do give you your 20-foot
hose,
sewer hose and all that. Splits into 10 and 10. Gray water here. That's all your drains. So your shower drains, your sink drain, all your drains except for that toilet water. Now this is going to be your toilet water, the black water. Right now they're both wide open, just so nothing is freezing in there when it's sitting out on our lot. They haven't been used. They've been flushed out and everything, so there's
So
nothing
that's
sitting
the
down
toilet water. That's everything else.
there. Yep. So sewage is always your.
Oh, jeez, look at
Well,
the
yeah.
sign
Right there.
right there.
Oh, that's. Some people don't know either way. I mean, if it's sewage or waste and sewage sounds pretty similar.
The name is in there.
But it helps you out a little bit there.
But
Yeah,
I
they
have-
usually do good about marking where things are, but sometimes
On the
there's
pop-up I
nothing
just-
at all. And
On
it's
the
like,
pop-up I just had,
nothing.
separate parts of the trailer, and I was like,
Yeah, you're like, this is a city. It looks like a city water. It could be like I don't know.
And I couldn't even get the pilot light, so we had no heat for that.
He doesn't get the heat now.
We don't have drains inside the building. We usually just put in buckets under it.
How does that rear camera work?
So that is actually just a pre-wire for the rear camera. So when you go to buy a Furion camera, it's going to be remove those two screws, remove these two screws, and it's just a quick plug, and then your camera replaces those four screws there.
Now that camera will be visible inside the truck, but it's inside the camera.
So you have to get, what year is your truck?
13.
So you'd have to get your truck wired and everything with that. Usually it is just a 12-volt plug-in, but
That would be beautiful to have on the truck.
Yeah.
A backup camera.
Yeah.
yeah, well, the shorter ones is not too crucial right out first, really. So you do have time to.
So the shorter ones are worse.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't track and fill over the road. I'm used to 53.2.
Oh no, it won't. You do have to let go. As soon as you see this wrap down, just let go, and you're good. Because if you do keep holding that extend button, it will try to go the other way. Now see them come all the way back. These are very nice. I mean, and you can even go a little bit more than that.
So as soon as that goes out, stop.
I mean, you can have it overhanging a little bit like that. But I mean, this you don't really want straight.
I have 3084.
And then
I'll go as soon as it stops on, that's what I'm
as soon as that flaps, like, I mean, you probably don't want to hang it right down, but like just like that, that's perfect. Your arm adjustments here, simple as pulling down on one side for rain.
Oh.
But the more you use those ones, just lock in. You want those pretty tight, so you saw I kind of had to work with it a little bit, but
That's
moved it a little bit. It's supposed to lock though.
That's nice, because I was wondering if it tilts down. That was one of the questions I was going to ask.
And you can do both sides, and when you run it in, you don't have to worry about putting those right back where you came from. They actually just pump right from this here. Doesn't pay off anything. it's not a bad idea if you have one side offset to fix it so they're both the same. I've seen them roll in just a little crooked, like not crooked like crazy, but they'll have some wrinkles in them a little bit. But if they're supposed to come. Other than that, here on the outside, I think this is just storage.
Yeah, this is storage.
We big storage, I think. I like the size of storage. There we go.
And that crank for your stabilizer. That's just a 3/4 socket. Yeah, it's that the cord that you'll actually be using.
Oh my God.
30-amp plug in here, and then this side will actually just screw right into your camper. It has a lock on it, so when you're plugged in and twisted, you lock that right up, and it tightens it right to it. It's supposed to make it watertight too.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ever see somebody so much in heaven? What is that?
This right here is actually for a solar. It's a pre-wire for solar.
Oh,
So if you did want to buy, so the yours is Go Power. With these right here, I always recommend using just if you're gonna use that, I'd buy the kind you just throw up on top of the roof and hook up your battery connectors right here. So alligator clips right to the battery. It's a direct charge. I mean, this yes is directly charging that, but you have to bring it down here and connect it. And you have to buy the main ring. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Just that.
Okay.
And then either way, if you were to mount one on top there, you have to have the wire 60 or somewhere. So it's not. Your keys here, sir. Make sure you get those to you now.
No, lose. I lose. You know that.
Then why are you taking it?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Knucklehead.
No.
One key works, everything that needs keys in here, right?
Yes, with they're both same key, right? It's not a
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so oh my god, you should see the keys they give us sometimes. Sometimes they'll send like 4 of each, of different sets, and you only need one. It's like, wow.
Okay.
I don't know.
He gave it.
But that one should do, yes, your entry door and everything around here. Your cubbies and all that. We do give you that water pressure regulator for that city water connection out there. If you're not using the water pump, you just have a direct garden hose to that city water. Make sure you plug that in beforehand. That actually just cuts off the flow if it exceeds a certain limit, leaving your side not pressurized at all.
Oh, we got chuck block too.
Yes, they give you one chuck here. They give you a 15 to 30 adapter.
there you
so
go.
if you are plugging into your house and you don't have that that style right there. You
There we
plug that
go.
right
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Now don't run your AC and your microwave at the same time.
Ah, I hear.
Some people
Tell you
you
funny.
can,
Good.
Sometimes you can get away with it. It depends on the camper and how much it's drawing, what model it is, and all that. But
There's a fuse box.
AC and.
sorry,
Breaker box? That's a breaker box right there?
that's the breaker box. You'll have 110 on the left, and that just pushes right open. 110 on the left here. You only have a couple breakers, just like your house at.
Beautiful.
And then you got your 12 volt over here. These actually have red indicator lights next to them. Each and every one of them have a red indicator light. So, if something were to go, say these lights went out, they weren't on right now, I'd have to go and press the on button for the light to make that red light come here. But that'll actually indicate which fuse went right off the bat. So each and every one has one.
So if it has a red light, it's working. If it doesn't,
So if it's working, it's gonna look like that right now.
Okay.
What I was trying to say, so say the lights went out, you'd have to go and press the on button on the light, even if it doesn't turn on, to make this come on. So you have to be drawing a load. You have to be drawing a load on the other end.
Okay. You understand that.
switch over. This isn't the trailer we got. Oh, yeah, it is. This one over here, right?
Yeah. So you have a main. You should have like your entry light, so it'll do like this light and maybe some.
That one's outside, right?
It's outside.
This one's inside.
So
Inside.
that'll just do like your walkway here. And then the rest are on clickers. You do have some USBs that will run off just your 12 volts. So if you just
USB.
have the battery, you can charge your phone. Without having
USB?
Yeah, just over there.
You know
that
how you just
side's
made us?
just the 110 there.
No, happy you just made it.
Oh yeah. You don't even have to. Yeah, you don't have to be plugged into the. If
We
you don't
got
have
the
a service
adapter.
hookup, you
Yeah,
can
just
exactly.
right there.
Yep.
so
Just
that's the
storage up
hose.
high. Yes. So this splits into
Water
10 and 10. So if you wanted to add more and even if you bought a different style hose, it'll screw right onto that. They're all interchangeable. Just your leveling blocks here. With these leveling blocks, not these leveling blocks, any leveling blocks, any camper, with the stabilizer jacks, even if you're in the most level terrain like we are right now, just throw one under each. And it just gets you a little higher off the ground. Well, if you got your own setup.
Well, for one side it looks like choke blocks, and it also has that screw thing that lifts it up so you can lift one side up.
Right. Well, are you talking in between your tire? Or?
It's right around one tire. It acts like,
okay.
It acts like choke blocks, but also lifts up that side to lift it.
Yeah. As long. We just recommend having those underneath it just to give you a little bit higher off the ground. So the more of an angle up you are with those stabilizer jacks, the less stable you actually are. So more of an angle you have on them, the better you are. The less shaky your camper's going to be.
So the lower you want to be, right?
So not necessarily the lower, it's just the angle of the jack itself. So say the jack's fully extended, both the arms of the jacks are almost like next to each other. So they're they're not very stable that way. Right here you got these chemical drops. So say you just flushed your black tank, your toilet water there, and it still reads 2/3 or something on your meter, which is right over here. So say you come over here, you click and hold black, and it doesn't read empty, and you know you just emptied it. That's when I'd go to these. I'd put some water through the system. Just or if you already have water in the system, just drop one of these in, travel with it, and it'll slosh around in there, clear that off.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
If that doesn't work, then make sure you dump that. Then you can run your garden hose right directly down that toilet and obviously fill that right up. Keep an eye on everything. Don't walk away from it. But you do have a monitor for each one. So gray, black, fresh, and then you have your battery down here. So anytime you plug in to the wall, which we are now, that battery will read completely full. Like that.
That's nice. So that will, if I'm not into the wall, I'm on the battery.
So if
that'll
you
tell me
actually
the
want a
battery
good,
life I want.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, so that's going to be the best time to do it too, because you just are done charging it. That cord is always trickle charging that battery, and also if you're plugged into the truck, you're also trickle charging that battery.
So, okay, I have a question. Okay, go on then.
That's the question.
Okay, the question again, because I'm going to record my voice. What you did it for me, because I'm going to cook, do this, do that, microwaves and things. What I can put it together.
And AC. If we get the AC going.
So that is you can run everything as long as you're plugged into that 30 amp cord only. If you're using the adapter though, that wherever that went.
Oh,
He's having.
So
He having.
if you're using that 15 to 30 adapter, don't run the microwave and the AC
and
at
AC.
the same time.
Got you. Okay.
So with this,
Otherwise, if
running
you're
a
plugged
Keurig
right
machine,
into the wall, you can use it. What's that?
with a Keurig machine, we notice a triplet and a pop-up.
Yeah.
That's because I use this, right?
Yeah.
So if I was,
So if you were directly plugged in, you would have been.
without the adapters,
Right.
we could do it in this.
Right.
Got it. Yes, because we have a Keurig machine.
Yep. As long as you just plugged in 30 to 30.
Okay.
But you can't. Yep. You're
What if
all
we
set
had-
to where you can run everything.
The Keurig machine with this, as long as we're not using that, would it run the Keurig?
Yeah. So you'll find out if it's not going to damage it. So say you come and try it out, and you try to run the microwave at the same time you run that Keurig machine. It doesn't work. It trips and
Well,
breaks.
we only use the
Don't-
Keurig machine once in a while.
Just once
So
in a
then,
while.
yeah. So you're not gonna. Yeah. You're not.
Okay, got
you
it.
don't have to worry
Okay,
about it.
got you.
How do we like to find it?
That's pretty simple. You just come over. You can turn that all the way up. It's just going to say light right there, and then it's going to be flowing gas. You just give it a couple clicks with a lighter and match, and it's going to be all the way on high when you first go. So when it's finally lit up, it's going to be all the way up. So you can adjust it downwards until it's off.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if there was another like pilot in here. You had to lift this up and
No,
pilot and
they keep them pretty simple nowadays.
Nice.
It's pretty nice.
that makes it easier on her.
Yeah, no, it's for sure. And then you can, just keep the lighter up here. So
That's what I got those
just keep
things
it
for.
right.
Yes.
Um,
That's great.
Also on this, you have your hot water heater.
Yep.
That's going to be gas only. So when you turn that on and it's all full, that's going to run until the water in that tank is warmed up to that specific temperature. It's going to turn off. It's not going to be drawing that gas all the time or anything like that, which is very nice to have. So that tank is very insulated. It keeps the
But
water
when
warm.
it shuts off, do we have to shut the switch off?
Nope. So that when it's on, it's going to be automatic all the time. It'll turn itself on and off. That's just your main kill switch, basically. So if there's something wrong, or if you're not using it,
Right.
storing it, or if you have something wrong with it.
Gotcha.
Other than that, your water pump is actually on there too.
This isn't power?
No, I don't think there was any power in this one. But they do have the max air protectors up there.
Yeah, it's still pretty easy. The one I just got out.
Oh yeah.
Almost. You wanna take a picture now?
I was thinking if you want me to take the picture.
Yeah, you can get it right out of the way. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Are you going to be in the picture too?
I'm also. They got enough footage of me.
Come on.
Yes, I record because for Daniel remember. For Daniel remember, you know. Daniel remember everything. You don't wanna be in a picture? Can you record? Yes.
I
Okay.
can.
Continue. Just hold it. Just hold
Okay.
the camera. Don't you do nothing. Just hold it.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's my key? I gotta get the key, right? Where's my key? Give me your key because I don't find. See, I already don't find the key.
That's why I didn't get both of them.
Right? One for each person.
I'm going to take a couple pictures, okay?
There we go.
Ready? Here you go. Hold on. I got to do this one. I'm going to get the whole thing in here. Look at that. Perfect.
Okay, there you go. On my back.
Yeah, my back is broken.
Oh, no, that's me all the time. Thank you so much.
I got you in there, Tony. We got everyone in the video.
Oh my God, that's
gonna go up
cool.
on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, there you go. There you guys are.
There you
I'm
go.
surprised I didn't break that camera.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's one. You don't only just one more, bro.
Yeah. So we go now the bathroom. The bathroom.
Have a couple more pictures.
Just the bathroom, I think.
That bypass, I think you were going to show me about
Yeah,
the bypass.
I would like to.
The bypass or whatever it is. Yeah.
So for this one, where it's lined up over here, I believe your water heater's about right here. So I'm pretty sure
Go there and check it.
we're gonna get right into this.
Yeah, that way.
So you'll just have this section. This is actually so much easier than a lot of them are. So you don't have to unscrew anything to get into this board or anything like that. It's just that simple lift up. You could screw it down to here if you needed to. But once you're done, like I said earlier, once you're done with de-winterizing everything, all your fixtures, you might. I think you have an outside shower. Do you? I don't know.
What?
Was there an outside shower out there? Just make sure you hit all your fixtures, basically.
What do you mean outside shower?
Sometimes there's an outside shower connection. I couldn't remember if this one had it. I don't think there was.
I don't think so.
Since we didn't, you didn't seem to remember this. So
Yeah, probably doesn't. Yeah.
no. So either way, make sure all your
that's the hot
antifreeze is
water
out of your
heater.
fixtures. Yep, this is
And
the
that's the
actual
water
tank.
tank.
This is your fresh water tank. This would be your water pump here. So let me just. Right here, this will actually be your winterized line. This is what we use to put the antifreeze right in. Right now, you can see it's shut down. It's not in line with the hose. And it's turned on right here, which is pulling from your tank, because that's where that's hooked up. When you're done with the draining of your antifreeze there, come back here. Make sure your plug's on the outside and make sure that pressure release is open.
Yeah.
And then you can go ahead and just turn these right towards. There's a valve here and there's one down to the bottom.
Cool.
Just make sure those are turned towards your water heater. I'm not going to do that right now because there's antifreeze in the line and it'll just release it right in there. Which is not the best thing for that heater.
That's it?
Any question? Yeah, that's all there is to it.
I was sitting here getting nervous, too.
No, yeah. Some of them are a lot more complicated. I actually haven't got into this one before you guys came here, so I was expecting a little worse. But this is very simple. Lift that right up. Both those valves turn right towards your water heater. That allows cold water to enter the bottom, hot water exit the top.
That's awesome.
And then once you're done with that,
You can add internet here,
You
too.
get that, yeah. You got that.
Now, while we're at this, the bin. Uh-oh. You broke it, Vera.
He did.
Perfectly. Pre-wired system for a tire monitor. So if you bought the device that plugs on right there, it's simple as you plug that on, and then you got your screw-on caps for your tire monitor.
Oh, okay.
And that just is keeping an eye on your tire pressure the whole time. And then they give you, I believe it comes with a monitor that you plug in up front, or you connect it to your phone and watch anytime you hook
that
up.
might be a good thing to get.
Yeah, those are nice to have if you don't like to check your tires every time you go out. If you're doing a lot of traveling,
Well,
that's when people grab those devices.
Yeah.
That down there is just your gas detector, CO2 and LP detector.
Like carbon monoxide.
Yep, carbon monoxide and your propane.
I saw the alarm,
So
right? I was so pleased when I saw that.
That's just going to be your fire alarm there.
Yes.
That's going to do your CO2.
CO2,
And
yeah.
your propane. So if you have
Yes.
a leak in here, that's
Yes.
going to go off.
I love these. Love it.
Yeah, it's got all the features. It's got everything you
Love
need in
it.
here. It's not. I mean, you don't have all the slides and all
Yeah,
that. I mean,
love
that's
it.
not. In my opinion, that's not a bad thing either. Because
Yeah.
the slide up top here. This is
Very good. That's good. No, I think it's bigger than the pop. They have it too. Yeah.
So instead of having to go outside and click it all day long, all that, I mean, you're going to be inside doing it. So on the gas, I'll go over the electric sides first. So on electric, simple as coming over here. That's all you need to do. It's
Yeah.
it right there.
Oh, so if we don't have electric, we could still have the refrigerator working on.
Yep, on the gas side. So when you're ready to turn it on gas, electric is just selecting that mode.
Yeah.
The gas side is simple as hitting that. Your temperature select here. It goes opposite way for some reason, but that's the coldest. I'd recommend starting in the middle somewhere. You just come over to here, turn that up. Oh, sorry. This is for your electric side only. This
Okay.
temperature setting is for your electric side only.
Okay.
This over here will be when you're running the gas.
Okay.
Select your temperature, hold down that, and then
hit
hit that until your green light, your red comes over to the green. Right now the gas isn't on. Sometimes you can get a little bit to spark,
I
but
saw
you'll
one
see it
spark
creep
in
right over.
here.
You'll see it creep right over to that green, and you'll know when it's
Nice.
But if you do have a question, or if you think it's not lit for some reason, just go over to that back, pop that off, and just look right in. And with that, once you get it lit, it's gonna stay right at that temperature, so it's not gonna turn off for any other reason.
Most likely, we're going to be using the electricity. for this.
Electricity.
Yeah, that's that way you're not wasting any gas. But that's definitely a good backup. to have.
Especially now, the gas price.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, if you
Oh,
guys,
propane.
I
you
know,
guys
but the
around-
propane is going higher too.
that's not wrong, but we actually do have quite low prices on our propane here for
Yeah.
some reason. I'm compared to other places.
Because
I don't know
everything
why.
is going higher.
Yeah.
I
Food.
like that lock instead of the one.
Yeah, the other
we
one
had,
you
had
have
to
to
turn
do
something
like,
sideways
oh,
and
yeah.
bang them up, or,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
what
you
do is
probably
grab
had
your
the little one.
thumb
Yeah.
like
The
that.
idea, I don't know if this one has it. I don't actually.
That's
So
much better.
the idea with these, I think, is that you can have it in that little groove during the winter
Yeah, so
time,
it's
so
the
no
fast.
moisture.
Oh,
And
no
I think yours
moisture,
probably had that
yeah.
same idea, only it had the swing.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
two
yeah.
grooves,
That
yeah.
swing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
But yeah, definitely if you're storing that, just have that popped open all that stuff.
All right.
You wanna
That's the
connect
sink, right? So that the stove he's already teach us. Yeah. Okay.
it. Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
Furnace, you
Yeah.
don't have any question on it. I mean, you just
No,
set-
the
you
battery
just set-
sign.
This is gas only. This is just your heat. Just set it to the desired temperature compared to down here.
Yeah.
And then it's going to stop. And if you see that little red line down here, that's where your temperature's at right now.
Okay. Now I can see
So you
better.
don't- there's no on-off switch or anything?
No, the
Well,
on and
that's-
off is actually, it's off, and
It's all
then
one
once
switch.
it clicks, yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
That's going to be used tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh definitely, oh definitely I will because I'm in my brother-in-law's house.
That is a question. Can we use the toilet without de-winterizing? Like tonight, if we want to use the toilet, can we use it? Is it safe? That says no, we gotta go in the house.
Okay, we gotta go in the house.
Well,
No,
I'm
we-
thinking, because if,
Okay,
if you're not putting water to that water heater and all that, if you're putting water to it, you're fine to use it.
Oh, we're not gonna put water in it.
no, we don't.
if not, that's just gonna be sitting in there. I don't see a problem.
What temperature should we be winterized at?
Well, our antifreeze here is only good up to like -20 or something here. So if it actually does get below that, it will turn solid. The antifreeze is not even supposed to completely stop freezing from happening. It actually only gets like half frozen. So you can still like squish the ice if you say something. Yeah, you'll be fine.
No, if it's solid, they go to my brother's house. No problem.
When it's at other stuff, it's
Completely fine.
Yeah.
somewhere else.
May I ask you, what is it?
That's the
That's
stereo.
just your little stereo
Oh,
there.
the
Bluetooth stereo. You hook it up to your
Oh,
phone and
got
listen to
it. Okay, got
Yeah,
you.
you have the Bluetooth option. You have the HDMI. If you got the TV in here, you can
Yeah,
connect
yeah.
it right in.
Oh.
There is some other options on the back side if you did want a hardwire.
Okay, got
But
you.
there's aux cord there.
Yeah,
You can put a little media stick in. I think you can connect your phone right there too if you have
Yeah.
that type of cord. But I mean, the more you use that, the more you figure it out
Pretty
what
great.
buttons go to which.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, got it.
yeah,
okay.
your top two left buttons are your zones.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'll
Top-
have your inside.
Oh, that I was just about to ask you. How
Your
do I
inside
shut
zone is
up here?
supposed to be one. Yep. So that first button, click that. It says on. It did say mute a second ago, so maybe it's just.
Oh my God. I love that thing. Love that. He wanna be outside to see if it works.
There we
Yeah.
That's right. I like jamming. We'll jam right out in here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that sounds really good. And then, so,
Yeah, I
are
know.
those ones working?
I know it works. Yeah.
And so, yeah, so you can have them both going, or you can select one or the other, which is really nice to have.
That's great.
I'm surprised the radio in our building right now.
Yeah.
And press it one more time
Hold
once
it.
it pops up there. Try holding it.
Hold it then.
There
Yeah.
you go, yeah. Yeah, they're all
Okay, there you go.
like to throw twists and turns at me. So yeah, you
There you
saw
go.
that you hit that button in the middle, it does mute, and
That's
then
so
you
cool.
like that?
Okay, the best I wanna, because we're gonna travel, like I said, we got the south, maybe whatever, is this.
Yeah.
Because the pop-up trailer, I hate bugs. I'm afraid the snake is gonna come in a pop-up trailer. So I love those things seal. I love these.
Yeah, they do a great job sealing.
Oh,
it
yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
Actually,
That's
yeah,
great.
a lot of these companies only do like the top,
Yeah.
and they don't put any.
Hey, Vera.
Yeah.
Thanks for having stuff. I want to get that bed down.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, now?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you do it. Yeah, you do
Unless
it.
you had more to show me.
You know. Bom, mostrando pra vocês. Então tá lá, o Daniel lá dentro, o rapaz lá dentro, botando no armário as coisas que eles deram pra gente, né, que vem aqui. Então isso aqui é pra encerrar o vídeo, mostrando pra vocês que esse é o meu presente dos meus 70 anos, né, em abril. Já ganhei antecipado, né. Então é isso aí, é um novo, novo trailer. Então é isso aqui, ok? Alright. Learning this thing now.
Yeah, like I mean, the more you use
Yeah,
it, the
because the way the
Sometimes
pop-up
the
trailer
size go down.
is different, right?
You're right.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
you need help. He helps. See?
That's all right. I know a couple tips and tricks are in there, but they like to throw a lot of new ones.
Yeah, yeah.
So every
just as
year a
you
new
learn one
camper
thing.
comes out, and there's a little bit,
Yeah.
something a little bit different, a little bit off.
Just as you learn one thing, as you get used to it,
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
gonna change it up.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's
And then he wanna know how the bed. Ah, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. He good in that.
Well,
still
what the hell
see.
happened?
There we go. Right on the, right there.
Now, Vera.
Yeah, you're gonna you sleep very close to me now. No king, no fool, no king,
I'm
no
gonna
queen.
sleep over here.
Oh, you're gonna sleep there? Gonna sleep
That,
there?
you can probably put over there as a pillow.
Yeah, you can like,
Yeah, we can do
slide
it.
that down. Someone can fit right there if you want.
Yeah, yeah,
You might end up down here.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think this is. I think this is for when you sit comfortable. I think
No,
so.
I was just saying, you can take that up
Yeah.
and put it over here as a pillow.
Yeah, no, we have pillows.
We got plenty of pillows. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely good to have your own pillows compared to
Yeah.
the good old hard.
Exactly. I think you all set.
You're shooting pre-wired.
So that usually is on your ceiling here somewhere.
What did you looking for now, Daniel?
Could be behind that.
The internet.
He told you, right? Oh no. It's not outside. You guys talking about it? No, that's a cable thing, right?
So it could just be behind that little. That.
Oh, it says it's pre-wired.
Yeah. So
The little black, like.
Right. So
Over there?
basically, all there is a power connect. Whenever they say it's pre-wired for something, it's basically there's power sent to that location on the wall.
Right.
So other than that, it's not pre-wired. It's just they've already put the power. They've already brought a 12-volt source or a 110 source over.
Okay. Here we go. All right.
Keep an eye on the door and the wall.
Ok. There we go. Olha o ano do nosso trailer. 1972, em homenagem ao meu filho. Falou, mãe, você vai se aposentar e vai aproveitar a vida. Então, olha aí, por incrível que pareça, essa companhia foi fundada em 1972. Então, daí. Então, tá bom. Minha cama está pronta. Apaga a luz. Apaga a luz. Apaga a luz. Apaga a luz. Tem que achar. Apaga a luz. Don't lock me. Apaga a luz. E apaga a luz e apaga também. O Daniel não me fechou aqui dentro, gente. E o annoying. Olha lá. Então, estamos prontos. Ok, there we go. Aí a porta. Ok. All set. You go. That's it? Don't lock nothing? Where's the key?
We can lock it.
Where's the key?
I got one of my.
Oh, you use your key. Need to find my keys.
So one thing I will mention, something that usually includes. So if you're storing this and you don't want power to be going to the camper, that battery being wasted.
Manually.
Yeah, you're gonna have to unconnect one side there.
Beautiful.
You can, but I definitely recommend just getting a quick connect, screw on the ones or something like that, so you don't have to deal with that every time you take it off. But
Yeah.
I use your ladies' room before we get going.
Okay.